Hi there. I'm still sitting here in the car park waiting for the RAC man. So I just thought about something that was on the news the other day, talking about apprenticeships. There was a girl that she hadn't done an apprenticeship. She went to university, and the employer was saying that it was all fine and lovely, you know, going to university, but then she decided after 1 year that it wasn't really for her. So she left and then went and joined this firm as an apprentice, and she's learnt more being an apprentice than she was learning at university. And the employer was saying that he's had many people come from university that have completed their courses, and they didn't even know the basics of the job they were doing. So he really was totally put off by employing people from university, and would rather take someone straight from school or sixth form, college, whatever, to start an apprenticeship and learn from scratch pretty much. I do totally agree with this. I've got a son that left school, didn't go to sixth form, just came straight out of school at 16 and went and done a plumbing apprenticeship, and he's now practically finished, and he's working as a plumber. He's been earning money and training, and pretty much, you know, he's going to be working for himself. He's been offered a few jobs, but has done well and been earning money along the way. Now, my other daughter, she wants to go, she's been in sixth form, she wants to go to university. I don't know a lot about university. I'm not really interested in it. I don't particularly like the idea of it, unless you want to pursue a career where you do actually need to study and learn certain aspects of something where it requires going to university, then fine. I just feel that you can learn so much stuff on an apprenticeship, or just basically getting a job and learning on the job, whether it's an apprenticeship or just a straightforward job. She doesn't really know what she wants to do, so yeah, I am a little worried that she's going to start this university course and maybe 6 months, a year down the line decide it's not what she wants. Well, where do we go from there? Does she have to pay back the debt that she owes? You know, is there a penalty for not finishing? I don't know. I don't know all of these things because I've never had any dealings with anybody that's been to university. Yeah, there are members of my family that have been, and well, good for them, but I don't discourage my daughter, but I don't actively encourage her to go. I would be happier if she'd said to me, I've got an apprenticeship and I'm working at XYZ, that's what I think I want to do. Because if she decides it's not what she wants to do, she hasn't really lost anything. Yeah, so another little thing that I need to look into, I guess, a little bit more with the university side of things. And good for her if it's what she wants to do and it gets her the fantastic job and a career. And then as long as she doesn't meet a man and want to get married and have a family and it's all gone to waste, well, could have done that anyway without going to university. But then I guess they all have fun there, don't they? So that's what it's for. But I'm being biased, I suppose, because I've never been to university and I come from a family where none of my brothers and sisters went there. Yes, my brothers and sisters' children, some of them have gone, but unfortunately I'm the black sheep of the family, so I don't have the money that the rest of the family seem to have. So maybe that's one aspect of not pushing to go to university. you know, perhaps I should just say to her, well, you know, just go round the world and spend some money. You don't have to go to university to do that, do you? But unfortunately I haven't got the money to give her that luxury. So if she thinks that it's something she wants to do and she wants to go and get in debt, then I guess I'll have to try and support her, won't I? But I don't really... I think there's a lot of people in university that really are there just for the fun of it, and the things that they study have no real value, let's say. Yes, interesting and worth knowing some things, but not life-changing. So that's my view on university. Apprenticeships, love it. I think they're the best thing ever. I've always said that. Even when I left school, I done it. It wasn't called an apprenticeship because it was a training scheme that was actually run by a private company. They were a very large company, and they used to take on 10 girls every year and train them and send them to college. So it was a private run training scheme, and then at the end of the year you were offered a job at that company in one of the departments, and it was fantastic. So I've always been for apprenticeships, and I agree with the guy on TV that said the schools, the colleges, nobody wants to push apprenticeships because they don't get any financial reward for it. If they push the universities, they are financially rewarded. You know, it looks good on their figures that X amount of students have gone on to university. So there is no reward for apprenticeships in society. Even parents look down on somebody else's child, because if you say, oh, mine's doing an apprenticeship, it's like an inferior qualification, you know, and it's all the snobbery that goes with it, that, oh, mine went to university. Well, hooray for them, but at the end of the day, does it pay the bills? So that's my views on apprenticeships and university, and I must say that is one issue that, yeah, I do have strong beliefs, and if I offend anyone that goes to university, well, I'm very sorry, but let's see where you are in 10, 20, 30 years time. Are you any better off than the one that done the apprentice? So, well, not the apprentice, but the apprenticeship. Okay, that's my RAC man now. Bye. Hello.